All right. So hello everybody. I know it's been a while since I have last live streamed. A lot of personal stuff that was just happening, so I had to make sure I took care of that. So um yeah, but we're back. Last time we went through all of Ether Paradise, which was quite a bit. And we managed to get through all the fights without any issue, and now we're on Pony Island. And the hope is that we can probably get 2 Totem Kommo-o today, but you know, we'll just have to see. 1 second. Just make sure everything looks good. Okay. So I need to go, I think, over here. Because there is a TM over here that we can get. I believe it's a flash cannon. And that will be nice, just like for Probopass to learn probably. I also need to readjust my team. I put the overlay as the team that I need to switch to, but not as the team I currently have. The team I have right now is still the one I used for Lucamine's fight. So give me 1 second. All right. Okay. So Crocodile, Oyster, where are you? Refuge 2, yeah. Then Golisopod, Crobat's still there, and who else? Float, yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna put Crobat in the lead. Don't need this Lumberry on Crobat anymore. I need to make sure everyone's got leftovers who's on here. Except for Golisopod. There we go. Alright. Second. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to level up everybody really quick. Shouldn't take too long though. Yeah, where's my rare candies at? $46 is probably fine for now. Magical Leaf? Nah, that's okay. Nah, I don't need Grassy Terrain, let's see. There's just one move that I kind of have to look for, it's a Moonblast, because it's a stab fairy move. Aromatherapy? I don't think so. Misty Terrain? Nope. I think this might be the level. Yep. Alright, Moonblast. Let's get that over Worry Seed. Okay. Let me reorganize Floette's moveset. Okay. And then let me see. I don't think I ever increased the Lysopod's attack, so let me do that really quick. I think this is the same thing. I forgot to do this to Gyarados too, but I'll get to him later. Don't worry about that. Make sure I get some stuff on Floette here. Okay. Calcium. Yeah, okay. And then, do I put all the other stuff on her? Yeah, it looks like. Okay, good. Alright. Okay. Very, very good. Alright. Now I need to put a citrus berry on Lysopod. Okay. And then we also check up on Pokepelago, because I know I planted berries last time. Okay. Let me also get these beans, I guess, really quick. Okay. That's good enough for now. Get all these. I'm hoping I don't have to use these, but these are just EV reduction berries just in case I need them for whatever reason. Okay, let's see. Let's plant 3 of these. 3 of these. I'll plant 4 of those, I guess, and then we'll do 1 more of this one. Alright. There. That'll be good. Okay. Oh wait, I need to also put the beans in here. There we go. Okay. Now we can go ahead. Also go back to Ula Ula, and I'm going to just check the berry piles really quick. I just want to... Why am I not flying there? There we go. Alright. Just want to check the berry piles really quick, see if we get the last berry I need for EV reduction. Forget which one we're missing, but just going to speed this up a little bit. It is a berry tree. Can you get the berry pile that's underneath it? I don't know if those were what I needed or not, but hopefully, I don't know. Alright, let's go back to Poni Island, or, yeah, Seafolk Village, I guess I should say. Alright, so let's go get our encounter from here. I don't really think we can get anything too useful, but might as well get the encounter. I know you could also get the Aerodactyl from the guy in the bottom left hut, but it's fine. Just see what we get here. I think Wailmer is the most likely one, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a chance of, like, Delmise, but... yeah, let's just see what we get here. So far, I haven't got anything. Any day. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's Magikarp. That's Species Clause, alright. I think Magikarp has like a 55% encounter rate here. But that just means that we got a, I think it's 40% Whalmer and 5% Delmise, so. And either way, I don't really think I'm going to use them, regardless of who I get. But might as well see what we get. Come on. We can't get Magikarp 3 times in a row. Come on. There we go. Alright, Whalmer it is. Alright. It's level 20, so probably not going to be too hard to catch. We'll just throw a dive ball at it until we get it. Roll out, okay. Alright, Whalmer doesn't have any friends. Let's go ahead and keep throwing a ball. Come on, man. Alright, missed rollout. I was gonna probably swap out the Crocodile if it hit one more time after that. Not getting lucky with... Wow, is this like a choice band? Just keep clicking rollout. I know it's not actually choice, but... It's always funny when the AI has like 4 moves to choose from and they click the same one every time. Okay, there we go. Alright, so Whalmer's caught. Probably not going to do anything with that, but I'm glad we at least caught him. It's at least the formalities. Okay. Let's give Whalmer a nickname. We'll name it Blubber. Neutral nature, okay. Well, again, probably not going to use it, but glad we caught it. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's just fly back. Probably faster to do this than to actually walk back. We'll heal up, and then we're going to go to the beach so that we can do the Mantine surfing minigame for the last time. And then we'll get the surfing Pikachu afterwards. We'll also get our encounter from Poni Wilds too while we're there. Alright, let me save really quick. It's been a little bit. Alright. Just skip through this cutscene really quick. Alright. Alright, I think from here, because we already have Pelipper, I think all you really can get here is like Furfrou, Inkay, Granbull, and Gastrodon. None of them are probably going to be used. I guess of all of them, Gastrodon probably has the most, like the highest chance to be used. Maybe Granbull, right? You know, because of Intimidate, but either way, I don't really expect to use this too much, whatever we end up getting. Inkay, okay. Alright, let's go ahead. Do we have a quick ball? Go ahead and throw that. Alright, there we go. In case caught. Inkay has a very weird evolution requirement where you actually have to flip the 3DS upside down when you level it up. I think it has to be a certain level too. I don't remember what level it is, but... welcome to the team, Bloop. Again, probably not going to get used. There actually is a decent use for Malamar if you got Zora from Trainer School. You can use the Focus Sash for the... Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to be getting a Focus Sash to deal with Ultra Necrozma. That's the plan. But you can actually use the Focus Sash instead for Rabombi, Totem Rabombi at the end, and use Malamar with, like, Topsy-Turvy, which is a really good thing. Or you can even just, you know, Endeavor, use Endeavor with, another Pokemon. Save the Focus Sash for that. Because Zora, with its ability Illusion, you actually can make it so that the AI will just keep clicking a Psychic type move if you have Zora disguised as a Pokemon weak to Psychic or something that Psychic would do the most damage. And you can just bait the AI into spamming Psychic even though it doesn't affect Zora. But we didn't get Zora, so we're going to be using the Focus Sash for Ultra Necrozma. Spoiler alert. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this beach spot, and this should get us the last high score we need to get the Surfing Pikachu. We never got an encounter from Hiya City, so we are allowed to get this. We did hatch the Eevee egg on Hiya Beach, but that is different from Hiya City. Okay. I don't know what the high score is, but I'm sure it's not too crazy. When I think I have like 100-some thousand, I'll probably just coast to the end. Should probably try the Star Matrix, shouldn't I? Honestly, kind of forgot we had it. Oh shoot. A lot of Sharpedos. Okay. Oof. Oh god. Okay. I'm glad we didn't wipe out there. I just wanted to get Magikarp Splash successfully done. I didn't mean to do that. I'll probably do like 5 more tricks, and I think that'll probably be enough to break the record. Oh, come on. I didn't even see that. God dang. Doing Mantine surfing at night is not easy. I can't even see half of these obstacles sometimes. Oops. Alright, we'll do one more. And that should break the high score. I think we shattered it, really. I don't know if it matters that I'm going fast. That actually influences how quickly I make it to the island or not. I like to believe it does. Okay, and one more trick before the finish line. Just for style points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that beats the record. Record was probably like 60 or something thousand. Okay. Yeah, I'm not on the right beach. Okay, let me go ahead and just get the Surf Pikachu really quick. And then we can continue on. Alright, is this the Surfing Association? I would imagine so. Yes, alright. Alright, Pikachu. We'll name it, Trying to think of a cool name for like a surfing electric type. I could name it Lantern. Here, we'll do Lantern, but it will be spelled. Yes. That's how you spell lantern, right? I'm not going crazy. I'm not exposing myself for illiteracy, am I? Yeah, okay. Just double checking. Alright. Not a great nature, but still a cool Pokemon. Especially knowing Surf is always fun. Alright. Pikachu probably won't get used, but still a cool Pokemon. It's also a decent counter for actually, is Pikachu's hidden ability Lightning Rod, or is that the second ability? Oh, I need to look it up. Because I actually don't remember. Okay, its hidden ability is Lightning Rod. Okay. Never mind. I was going to say, if it had Lightning Rod, then it would have been a decent counter for the final double battle at the end of Victory Road, but it does not. It's a hidden ability, so never mind. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to fly back to Poni Island. Poni Beach, I guess. And yeah, we're going to make our way over, sit through a bunch of cutscenes, and then Hopefully battle some trainers today. Not you, though. Not yet, at least. Alright, I know that some of these berries can have, they can have berries that reduce the damage of certain type attacks. We're kind of looking for a Koba berry, specifically. Because if you get that, you can actually get a TM. Do I have max repels? I think I do. I have one. I need to buy one. Just wait for them to turn around. Okay. We will have to fight all the trainers on this route eventually, but just in case I accidentally get in a fight with these guys, because these are fighting type trainers, put you in the lead. Alright. Yeah, we're looking for a Koba berry from one of these berry piles. Because you can get, I believe it's bulk up that you can get, which is a pretty good one. So we would like to get that if we can. Okay. Like I said, it's not the worst thing if we run into these guys right now, because we will have to fight them eventually, but I'm trying to ignore them right now. Come back to it later. Alright. Alright, let's see if this is a Koba berry here. Okay, unfortunately no Koba berries, so we'll have to come back to that later. We don't need it right now, though. It's okay. Sure not to run in. Oh, I'm probably going to be seeing you. That's fine. I think this guy just has, Oh dear. Is it Execute? Yeah, Execute, and then Rabombi. Okay. Executes down. I think we'll probably one-shot Rabombi too. Yep. Let's see, 1 second. Okay. Alright, let's skip through this cutscene. This is where we get the Machamp ride Pokemon. Which I think that's the last ride Pokemon of the game. Pretty sure. So at this point we can go back and we can get a whole bunch of TMs that were unavailable to us prior, you know, because of either needing Sharpedo to deal with the rocks in the water, or needing Machamp to deal with the rocks in the caves, right? But I don't really think there's anything too crazy for any of those TMs. I think there's like Energy Ball is one of them. I might still go back and grab them just in case, but I don't expect to use any of them this run. Okay. Grabbing the totem stickers for no reason in particular, because I'm not using the totem Pokemon. Okay. Alright. And then up here, we're going to get a very important item. Not that item. Believe it or not, the Max Potion was not the item I'm talking about. We're going to get a Shiny Stone, which will allow me to evolve Floette. You're probably wondering why Floette's even at the bottom of the screen. um, it will allow me to evolve Floette into Florges when I use it. So, scroll down to the bottom, and we're just going to evolve it now. It knows Moonblast, so it doesn't need anything else. Alright, while it's evolving, I'm going to change the image to match what it's becoming. Second, just gotta resize it here. Okay, there we go. Alright. And Florges is a great Pokemon. I mean, this thing is a full-on special defensive wall. And it has pretty good stats all around, you know. It still has, you know, decent physical bulk and great special attack. So it's a very solid Pokemon to have on the team. Yeah. We're going to keep Crobat in the front for now, though. Okay, and then also we can get our encounter. This is the same encounter table from Pony Wild, so it obviously can't be Pelipper, can't be Inkay. So it's either Furfrou, Granbull, or Gastrodon, and more than likely, whatever I get, it's not going to be used. The Gastrodon's a pretty good Pokemon to get. Water Ground only has one weakness, and of course it has the ability Storm Drain you can get. Nice, caught on the first ball. Okay. I think the blue one is EC, right? Yeah, it is EC. Okay. Well, then I have the perfect name. There we go. Not a great nature. I can obviously change that ability from Sticky Hold to Storm Drain, so don't have to worry about that, but yeah. I don't, it might, maybe I'll put it on as like a backup for Lana's fight later on, but it's probably not going to get used other than that. Alright, do I have Super Repel somewhere here? I do, okay. So I don't have Max Repels, but I have Super Repels, okay. Alright, let's go get that TM. There's a person there. Make sure not to run into them. What is this? Scald? It's a solid move. Probably, I don't really think there's going to be too much scenario where I would need it, but I do like just having the TMs. Oh, let's see what we get from this. Okay, I already have Wailmer, so we need to get something else here. This is a new encounter. This is a Pony Breaker Coast. But I think really the only Pokemon you can get, I think it's like, because of Species Clause, it'll just be like Lumineon, Lapras. That might be it. So it's probably just going to be Lumineon. Yeah. It's not going to have the Pokeball symbol next to it, but I do have a tentacle in the box, so we're just going to run from it. Any day now. I got Pelipper already. May also just save it really quick. Trying to save every so often, you know, just in case something happens. Come on, give me something here. Finally get an encounter and Lapras. Wow, I think that's only a 5% chance. That's pretty cool. This is going to be a little bit hard to catch though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does it know Perish Song? Let me double check. I don't think it would know it at 41. Let me check though. Now it would. Yep, it knows Brine, Ice Beam, Perish Song, and Rain Dance. Okay. Brine, Ice Beam, Perish Song, Rain Dance. Could throw a quick ball at it. I think Crobat could take Ice Beam if it had to. I think I'm going to go to Golisopod here. I'm going to try to weaken it before I go for a catch. I do have a Master Ball, right? I do have a Master Ball. And this is a pretty solid Pokemon. I don't think I'm ever really going to use it, but there's only like... I think there's just 2 more encounters left that aren't just straight up given to me. Yeah, I think it's just Executor Island and Vast Pony Canyon. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna Master Ball it. I don't want to risk killing it with a crit. I've already failed too many encounters in this run. I failed, I think, 2. So, Lapras is a pretty solid Pokemon to use Master Ball on, right? Okay. Let's call it, you know what? Polaris. Alright. Shell Armor, Neutral Nature, pretty good. Obviously, the Ice Beam is a great move to have. So, it's solid. I might end up using it, maybe not, who knows, but still cool to have. We'll put it in the box for now. Okay. Where's the other trainer here? Oh, I don't know, but... Alright. So we just have to go down here and sit through a bunch of cutscenes. We're going to use Machamp's ride pager, and then we'll gain access to Executor Island, do even more cutscenes, and finally we'll be able to actually play the game and, you know, actually do some Pokemon battles today. So no, there hasn't been too many Pokemon battles that I've done so far. Has not been great. Just gotta make sure that, yeah. I know I had audio issues last time, just making sure that the audio is fine right now. It looks fine on my end. So I think it's okay. Alright. Yeah, Lily, you're not gonna push that big of a rock. Alright. Just had to sit through a cutscene. Hapu becomes the kahuna. Okay. So let's get out of here. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes, which is why I'm just going to stay in speed up mode for now. Are we healed up? Well, I can't check right now. Yeah, okay. Oh, whoops. It's up here. Okay. Heading over to Executor Island, we'll get an encounter here, and then we just have to save all the Alolan Executors, set through more cutscenes, and finally, we'll be able to actually progress the game. Alright. Go ahead and save after all those cutscenes. I don't want to sit through all that again. Okay. So I think a lot of things can spawn here. I know, like, I know Pinsir's one, and obviously Alolan Executor's another, but I don't really think anything too crazy is here, though, so I'm gonna just go in the grass and we'll see what we get. Already have Gastrodon. Let's try it again. Already have Pelipper. Let's try it again. Dang, level cap 49. Yeah, we're in the late game right now. Totem Kommo-o is the next fight, so yeah, that's the level cap for him. Okay, Pinsir, level cap then. Alright, let's go ahead and just throw a quick ball. I don't think this thing has anything to really hit Pinsir with, so... Or did I say hit Pinsir with? I meant, I don't think Pinsir has anything to hit Crobat with. I don't know if I misspoke or not. Probably did. Are you gonna do a Rattata tech for Ultra Necrozma? That is the plan, yeah. I already have Rattata. He has Gluttony for his ability. He's ready to go. I just need to get the Focus Sash at some point here. Yeah. Like, I would probably be more open to fighting Ultra Necrozma, like, in a fair fight, if it wasn't for the fact that he's level 60. You know, it's just hard to play around that with the level cap for all the other fights in the late game. Because I think the champion is level 60 for his ace. And the fact that he can one-shot every Pokemon. That's true, yeah. Especially Photon Geyser having a unique property to bypass abilities, so you can't even use Sturdy against it. Yeah, it's rough. It is possible though, like, you know, if you didn't get Rattata by some miracle, if you somehow didn't get Rattata, you could always do like a Pokemon that has toxic, right? You know, and is a poison type so that it doesn't miss. And then just swap. Oh wow, it has Sword Stance, okay. Yeah. But you could just keep swapping knowing what move it goes for. And yeah, but it's just better to do Focus Sash. I'm gonna need you to stop using Sword Stance, my guy. Which star did you choose? I chose Poplio. I felt Primarina. I think Primarina does the best late game. I do think that, you know, Rowlet and Litten are both really good Pokemon, though. Especially Dark types are solid for Alola, but I think Primarina just gave me the most benefit for the late game. I mean, it was able to just completely destroy Nanu. It helped out as a backup for like Lusamine, and it's also going to play a role when we get to the Kommo-o fight too. And also the second Nanu fight, when you have to do like the boss rush for Totem or Bombi. It's also going to be useful there too. But really all of the starters in Alola are great. You really can't go wrong. This thing does not want to get in the bowl. This is like probably the 10th ball I've thrown in it. All you gotta do is complain. There you go. Alright. Alright. For anyone who has played Bug Fables, you'll get that nickname. Not a great nature, but, you know, we'll take it. I don't think Pinsir's gonna get used, but you never know. Alright, let's go ahead and let's just heal up really quick. Alright, now we gotta save all the Alolan Executors here. And I think all you have to do is just run from battle, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you even have to actually fight the Pinsers. Probably was really good for the early game, especially for Araquanid, but I really like how Litten got double kick quickly. It made the game so easier. That is true, yeah, that's great for Totem Raticate, especially if you... Does Litten learn it like by 12? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's after that, but if he learns it by 12, he can really use it for Raticate. But I've never chosen Litten in any of my runs. He does get it before. Okay, great. Then that's a phenomenal counter then. Yeah, Poplio is great for Araquanid too, because like you can just like Encore lock it into Leech Life, and if you have, like, if you don't want to use Z moves, because obviously with a Z move you can one-shot Araquanid with, like, you know, Trumbeak or Hawlucha, whatever flying type you have. But if you don't have that, if you don't want to use Z moves, then you can just use like Poplio or Brionne, I should say, because it's evolution. You can just Encore lock it in Leech Life and get Hawlucha in safely, and the fight's pretty much a joke from there. Alright. So we'll do this last Executor, and then they will help us get to the, I think it's the Sun Flute that we get. Yeah, so far Totem Raticate has been like the one boss that gave me a lot of trouble. I got pretty unlucky. I think what happened in that fight was the Raticate went for Super Fang against Persian. So that already brought me down to half health, and then my berry activated. And then it used Fury Swipes, and of course, it hit 5 times. So it was close, but thankfully I was able to get past it without, without losing any Pokemon or anything like that. Obviously, it's a Deathless run, so if I would have lost a Pokemon, I just would have had to reset, but... Yeah, but Raticate, I mean, I think I only had 4 HP at the end of the fight. It was something like that. Raticate seems harder than... I'm not sure what that is. Oh, the Nyungoose. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Raticate versus Gumshoos. I think kind of Raticate is harder, because I don't know, like, the only thing is, if you get like a fighting type Pokemon... Oh, you're... Okay, I got you. Alright. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm sorry about that. I was wondering, I was like, I wasn't familiar with what you were trying to say, but yeah, Gumshoos is the Pokemon that you're looking for, but I don't know, Raticate, it's kind of tough, because I think Gumshoos has less weaknesses, and obviously gets that +1 defense. Even if you get a fighting type, it's still hard to beat Gumshoos. If you get a fighting type, like, I mean, you can guarantee Crabrawler if you really want to get past Raticate. But like Hawlucha as well, if you get that, those are just free wins against Raticate. But Gumshoos doesn't really have like a free win like that. So it kind of depends on your encounters. I think if you don't get a fighting type, probably Raticate is harder. And if you do get a fighting type, it's probably harder to do Gumshoos. That's why I chose Litten. A perfectly fair argument. The only thing, like, the only reason I picked Poplio is simply because, every run that you do, right, bad things can happen in the early game. And if it happens, it is what it is. You just reset. You only lose like 2 hours of progress. But in the late game, if you lose then, now you're losing like, 40, 30 hours of progress. So I just wanted to make sure that, I had a plan for the late game. I'll struggle through the early game if it means making the late game a little bit easier. But it's perfectly fine to use Litten too. I think, Incineroar is a great Pokemon. Like I said, Dark types are very good in the Alola region. That's why currently I got Crocodile on the team. Crocodile is a phenomenal Pokemon. Alright, and speaking of Crocodile, do I want to lead with Crocodile here? I kind of think no. I think I'm gonna go with Crobat here. What HC Deathless mean? So, it is a Nuzlocke. HC stands for Hardcore. So I'm not allowed to use any like items in battle outside of the items that Pokemon can hold, like berries or leftovers. I can still use those, but I can't use like potions, right? And there's a level cap, obviously, which is equal to the next like boss Pokemon. Which for this run, it's like the next Totem or the next Kahuna's Ace Pokemon. And of course, if I lose a Pokemon, then I lose the run. So, yeah. That's the whole thing with Deathless. I have to go through the whole game with the Nuzlocke format under these extra rules. And if any of my Pokemon at any point in time, regardless of the reason, if they hit 0 HP, it's game over. You just, yeah, you lose one Pokemon and it's over. Yeah, that's how it works. Good luck for the league. I got a plan for the league. The problem is getting there, though, because there are some tough fights left, you know? There's still... Totem Rabombi is probably the hardest fight left in the run. So I need all the luck for that. Make sure that I really keep my wits about me. I also think this Ekans here does not have an attack move. Pretty sure it knows like Coil, Haze, Belch, and Gastro Acid or something. But yeah, for the league, Cloyster is gonna be the big player. It's got shell armor for its ability, so it's immune to crits, which means that I don't have to worry about, you know, getting unlucky with that regard. Who's learning Air Slash? Oh, no. Cloyster is pretty much going to just sweep through 3 of the trainers. It's going to be Kahili, Acerola, and Olivia. Those 3 it should be able to sweep through. And then for Mullane, that's probably going to be mostly Crocodile sweeping. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's the flying type. The flying type one, Cloyster can sweep. The ghost type one, Cloyster can sweep. And the rock type one, if I put stealth rocks up ahead of time to break the ability sturdy, I should be able to sweep that one as well. And then Mullane, or the steel type one. Yeah, the steel type one, that one's gonna have to be Crocodile. And for the champion, that one's tough. Steel type is really annoying. It is, yeah, because Klefki has a lot of really annoying moves, you know. But I do have a plan. It's not 100% guaranteed to work, but I do have a plan. And for the champion is going to require me to have to deal with, you know, the Raichu and the Crabominable. I'm going to have to deal with those just like on a fair playing field. But then after that, Cloyster should be able to come in and sweep. Rattata's going to carry your whole team. For the Necrozma fight, absolutely. But unless the game wants to give me infinite focus sashes, I don't think it's going to carry me the whole time. Rattata is a very underrated Pokemon, though. It's like, honestly, it's one of the best Pokemon you can get in a lot of, you know, early games for Nuzlocke. As long as it gets guts for its ability, you know. Let's go ahead, let's swap. Because I think this thing knows Double Edge. I don't want to be hit by that if I can avoid it. So we'll swap to Golisopod here. I think the worst type of Nuzlocke is the shiny only one. Oh my god. I don't have the patience for that. I think in all of my time doing Nuzlocke, I've been doing Nuzlocke for a while. I haven't streamed them, but I've been doing Nuzlocke, you know, in my own time for a while. And I think I've only encountered 5, maybe 6 shinies. Let's see, Gen 2, I've gotten Bellsprout and Onyx. Gen 3, I got Pidgey. I think that was it. I think it just got Pidgey. Gen 4, I got Caterpie. I don't think I got anything else. Gen 5, I don't think I got anything from that. Gen 6, I got Bunnelby. And then Gen 7, there was a Meowth and a Finneon. So, 7 then. I've gotten 7 shinies. And I've probably been Nuzlocking for close to about 4 or 5 years at this point, so... The servers are closed. How am I supposed to complete the Pokedex? Yeah. I don't know. I mean... Well... Yeah, I don't know if you can complete the Pokedex anymore. Maybe... Well, I guess if you had, like, 2 copies, like if you had, like, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon... I think you can still do, like... You can still do, like, the Quick Link function. I think that still works. I just don't think the Wi-Fi works. Yeah, the local one, yeah. Yeah, GG's, I don't have the patience, yeah. I definitely don't have the patience to sit there for, what is it, 1 in 4,096? Is that the chance? I'm pretty sure that is, yeah. I don't have the patience for that. Yeah. Yeah, 4,096, yeah. Yeah, that is way too low odds for me. I mean, if a shiny happens, it happens. It's awesome when it does, but I don't like going out of my way for it. I mean, nowadays it's a lot easier to shiny hunt. You know, like the newer games, you can just like eat like a sandwich or something, and it gives you like, I think you can increase the odds to like 1 in almost 400 or something. You can get it pretty low. Yeah, shiny hunt. Really, any of the Pokemon games where you can actually see them in the overworld, very easy to do, right? Because then you don't have to worry about going in the grass and, you know, waiting about 7 seconds for the animation of finding the Pokemon. And then you have to wait even more for you to send out your Pokemon and then run away. Yeah, it's way better when you can see the Pokemon in the overworld, and then it's just like, you know, in like 20 seconds you can probably see like 30 to 40 Pokemon. Yeah, like a lot of Pokemon, like I think you're talking about like hordes. Yeah, the hordes of Pokemon or swarms, whatever they're called. Yeah, that definitely helps. Well, the raids are different. Those are like the crystals that you interact with, you know, and then you fight like a boss Pokemon. And I think those can be shiny, but I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if they show up as shiny until you catch them, or if they can be shiny during the... I'm not sure, but... Yeah, the huge Pokemon fight, yeah. Kind of like the boss, if you will. Like, it has like a health bar at the top, and you have like 4 total people in the fight. Yeah. Alright. After Sun and Moon, it's Shield and Sword. Yeah, that's Generation 8. Yeah, this is Gen 7, and Sword and Shield are Gen 8. Yeah, but I'm probably not going to be playing that game after this one. What's wrong? Can you wait? Yeah, just give me 1 minute, okay? I've got a dog here. I don't know why there's so much hate in the 7th gen. You know, I think. Well, I will say this. So, the cutscenes in this game, the way it holds your hand, it is excessive. I definitely think if they would have trimmed down the cutscenes and, just kind of let the player do what they want and not really, not really guide them at every turn, I think it would have been way better. But the gameplay, the areas, the variety in Pokemon, all of that I love. Like Nuzlocking Generation 7, it's my favorite generation to Nuzlocke for sure. Because I just feel like every time I play it, I get new and different Pokemon that I haven't used before. And it's just a blast being able to experiment and try new things, build new teams. And maybe how does get annoying too, yeah, for sure. Especially with how many times it gives you revives or whatever. I mean, getting money in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon is very easy. It's not hard to get like infinite money and just buy millions of potions and such. But yeah, I do understand why it's not like as highly regarded as something like say Generation 3, which I think everyone talks highly about Generation 3. Ether Paradise is horribly long. Yes, it is. And there are just so many fights in that one. And some of them are legitimately tough. But there's also a lot that are very easy. Yeah. Yeah, but I do understand why. And there are fair criticisms to be made about Gen 7, but I still like Gen 7 overall. In my opinion, this was like the last generation where Pokemon was like legitimately good. Because I feel like Gen 8 and 9, man, those games are just a little bit too buggy for me. And the fact that they remove so many Pokemon, it's tough. Just the fact that you can get every legendary Pokemon from Gen 1 to 7 is so fun. Yep. That's the big thing I loved about Generation 7 is like, I don't know how many Pokemon in total there are. I think it's like 800 something in Gen 7. But you can get pretty much everything in the game. Everything's coded in here. You know, you truly can catch them all, right? And use everything, which is phenomenal. But, nowadays, now it's, every Pokemon game that comes out, it's like, oh, only half of the total Pokemon that have ever been made are actually available. And my favorite Pokemon is Totodile. And I think he is in Scarlet and Violet now, but he wasn't there at launch. And he wasn't in Sword and Shield, I don't think, either. Unless they added him as well in post, but I don't think so. I said Totodile is my favorite. Croconaw and Feraligatr as well. It's also, I think, the profile picture I have on my channel, but yeah, that's my favorite Pokemon. It was the Gen 2 starter. The one that looks like a crocodile. But isn't Crocodile. Crocodile is different. But yeah, that's my favorite Pokemon. And outside of Brilliant Diamond, I don't think that Totodile has been available at launch in any of the other games. Yeah, Totodile is just my favorite just because it's the first one I ever chose. Yeah, Crystal is a Gen 2 game. Crystal is actually my favorite Pokemon game. I think my top 3 Pokemon all come from Generation 2 now that I think about it, yeah. Because it's my top 3, it's Totodile, Gligar, and Jumpla. Those are my top 3. You have it up for your 3DS? Yeah. I also have it for the 3DS. I think I've owned it on like any console it's ever released on, really. Like, I love playing Pokemon Crystal. I love having an excuse to go back to it. I don't know if it's necessarily the Pokemon game I have the most playtime in, because obviously there's no way for me to check, but yeah, definitely I at least have 1,000 hours in Generation 2 Pokemon Crystal. My favorite one is Hisuian Zoroark. That's a great one. Normal Ghost too, very fun typing. I think that's the only normal Ghost if I'm not mistaken. The first and the only. Well, unless you count Zora. Zora is also normal Ghost, but yeah, it's a cool looking Pokemon though. I don't need Super Repels yet. I need to get this encounter first. No, I keep saving. Yeah, I believe the Hisui region was Gen 8, yes. I believe so. I actually never played Sword and Shield, but I'm pretty sure you're right. Just gonna level everybody up really quick. Okay. Let me get my encounter here first. This is Vast Pony Canyons, okay. Oh, it's an Arceus game? Oh. Yeah, I guess... Is Arceus Gen 9? I guess so, right? Yeah. It's always tough for me to think about that, because I don't know, like, sometimes with, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I think that's considered Gen 7, even though it's on the Switch, and I always thought it was Gen 8. I think you're right, I think Arceus is 9. I think so. Yeah. Anyway, we got Carbink. I already failed to get this Pokemon earlier in the run, so hopefully I can get Redemption. Let's go ahead. Let's swap to Flowpass here. I see ya. What's up? See how much damage this does. Crazy how Carbink is a rock full of HP. I mean, it definitely is bulky as heck. It doesn't really do much offensively, but It's a cool typing, Rock Fairy as well. I think that's another unique typing, other than, of course, Deancy. But I mean, Deancy is... It might as well just be a an evolution of Carbink with how similar they are. I think they have the same defense stats, or at least similar. Just that, you know, Deancy is faster and hits harder. Okay. Name it Gemini. Not a great nature, but it's fine. I don't think Carbink's going to get used. It probably would have gotten used earlier in the run because it's solid Pokemon for early game, but yeah. This late in the game, probably not. Alright. This guy, I think, has a Beheeyem and a Bayonet, so I'm going to go ahead and just fight him. Golisopod's my lead, because I think I can one-shot it. There you go. Alright, and then Bayonet. How do you do your team, like, with different types? If I'm playing casually, I like to have as many different types as I can. But with like this kind of a run where I'm doing like a Nuzlocke, I'm constantly switching out the Pokemon to fight the next trainer I'm gonna battle. So this team that I have right now is mostly because there's a lot of trainers in this area that this team's gonna be able to win against without too much issue. But I will be changing the team once I get to Kommo-o, and changing the team again for Necrozma and for all the other fights in the game. It's kind of just, as I go, I have to swap out Pokemon so that they can handle the next threat. I can't protect against Phantom Force. Can you at least go to the Pokemon Center? Yeah, I can still heal, like, from NPCs. I can use items outside of battle, too. I just can't use items inside of battle. But yeah, Pokemon Center is perfectly fine. Otherwise, this would be way more tedious and grindy than it ever needs to be. Okay, let's go ahead, let's put Probopass in the lead for now. Then I'm also going to put... because there's a double battle coming up. And I think it's like Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Ninetales, so I'm just going to put the berry that cures freezing, just in case we get unlucky with that. Yeah, just farming Pokemon after every fight, yeah. I mean... basically, that's what you have to do. I mean, you'd also have to worry about your, like, power point usage and running out of, you know, PP. And just not being able to do anything, having to struggle, you know? Alright, let's go ahead. Where's... I put Asperberry already on, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright. Heal you up. And then let me go ahead and teach Flash Cannon Whip-S. also think I need to use a repel, right? Super repel, yep, there we go. Routine. Make sure they're not looking this way. Okay. I'm trying to avoid as many of these fights as I can, but if I accidentally run into them, it's best to just be prepared if that were to happen. Oh, that's a rock. Okay. We're good. Alright. To get my money's worth out of all these super repels I keep using. Okay. Yeah, this section of the game is pretty long too. This whole place is just filled with trainers. There's a TM over here too. Saying foul play is strong. Yeah, foul play, it uses the target's attack stat instead of the user's. So it can do a lot of damage. I've actually lost a run way back when in Pokemon X and Y because an Inkay used Swagger on me, so it increased my attack by 2 stages. And then it used Foul Play, and so it was a +2 attack boosted Foul Play that killed me. I'm just gonna skip through this cutscene. Again, this is the one problem with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, just how many cutscenes there are. Okay. Getting killed by a critical hit on a Laking Nuzlocke can make me stop playing Pokemon forever. Listen, I hope it never happens, but it is possible. The best thing you can do is just do whatever you can to avoid being in a situation where a critical hit will kill you. But sometimes it's tough, and it will happen from time to time. I have lost runs before to critical hits. I think in Black and White 2, I lost one right before the Elite Four. It was horrifying. I definitely had to put the game down for a little while before going back to it. Okay. At least in this game, they actually toned down... Oh, that's a right one. They toned down the chance of being crit. You know, it used to be... It was a 1 in 16 chance to be crit. Now it's a 1 in 24 chance. And also, the damage of a critical hit went from like 2 times the damage to 1.5 times the damage. But if you're Nuzlocking like, you know, Gen 2 or Gen 3, critical hits they are scary because they can happen pretty often and they hit way harder than they need to. Alright, let's see. Crocodile's in the lead right now. Just make sure I got... Put leftovers on really quick. Back on Promo Pass. And I'm also going to put Raw Sperry on Golisopod for the leader. Miltank and Pokemon Crystal and BTS. We have all been there, I promise you. That Miltank has taken many of childhoods. That was not great. It's funny because like nowadays, you know, as an adult, you can go back and you can be like, okay, this thing really isn't that bad. But when you're a kid, and you probably don't have like any Pokemon that know Protect or Sleep Powder, Hypnosis even, like, yeah, like it's such a problem. Yeah, with 10 levels lower because you're rushing the story. Yeah, it's true. Trust me, as a kid, I made all those mistakes, you know. I was just trying to speedrun the game and just not worry about it. You know, oh, I'm 5 levels lower, that's fine. We're okay. No. Doesn't help because I picked Totodile, and Totodile doesn't evolve into Croconaw until level 18. So, oh, no, he turned around. Okay. I think Miltank is level 20, so unless I was at the appropriate level, which I probably was not. Yeah, I was running around with baby Pokemon instead of actual serviceable ones. That's sturdy, okay. I wasn't sure if it was sturdy or Magnapole. Magnezone is such a cool Pokemon too. I don't know which starter I chose in Pokemon Crystal, and I won't be able to see it for a while because Ether Paradise is just a big cinematic. So yeah. I think in Crystal, I think the only bad choice you could make is Chikorita. Because grass types in Johto, they don't do very well, right? You know, you got the Flying Gym, Bug Gym, Ghost Gym, which all of them are poison types, so that's not great. Steel, Ice, Dragon, which resists grass. So you got 6 bad matchups with all the gym leaders. Oh, crap. Yeah, no, I reset my game 2 hours later because it was impossible. Yeah, trust me, it's not fun playing with Chikorita. And it sucks because I actually really like Chikorita as a Pokemon. It's just the only game where it's ever been a starter for. It's just bad. But yeah, Cyndaquil and Totodile, but either one, they're perfectly fine for a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. but I always prefer Totodile, not just because it's my favorite, but also because I feel like I like Growlithe a lot more for my fire type if I'm playing casually. So they're switching Pokemon for each trainer? Pretty much. I mean, it might not be for each trainer, but definitely like the more important ones, like the Totems, the Kahunas, the Captains. Those, yes, for sure. But like just regular trainers, probably not going to change my team for all of those. Okay. So speaking of changing teams, I think I actually am going to make a swap here. Because I think I need to prepare for the next two fights here. Just give me 1 second. I need to push this rock so I can actually travel back and forth. Probably also would have helped if I put a Super Repel on too. It's funny how you can find the thunder on ground just like it was a berry. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of really good TMs that you can just find in the ground. I don't know, I guess someone dropped it. There's like Flamethrower that you can find on the ground, Energy Ball, Acrobatics. Even some that are just given to you that are really good too. Alright, so let's see. I think I want to take off. Definitely think I'm going to take off Florges for now. Let's put Gyarados on. Arcanine. Be Arcanine over Crocodile? And who else? Oh, you know what? Poliwrath. Need to get Poliwrath. Not joking, it's been 15 minutes I spammed the A button. I just arrived at Ulula. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Be careful of that rival fight too. The rival fight's kind of tough actually. The Alolan Raichu, that's pretty strong. I think that's good. I need to update my team now. Oh, I'm always 15 levels higher than now. Okay, so you play with the Expedia, yeah. That definitely helps. Alright, so I need to replace Crocodile with Gyarados here. Go ahead and resize this. Just farming for unlocking the attack for a totem. Yeah, I mean, grinding in Pokemon with the Expedia, that was such a great change that they made. Just being able to level up people who don't even battle, that's a phenomenal feature. And even like just like swapping between Pokemon and having them get full experience, it's a great change. I need Florges to be swapped with Poliwrath. It's Poliwhirl right now, but it will be Poliwrath very soon, so. Okay, that is way bigger than it needs to be. There we go. And then Crobat. We need to swap out for Arcanine. That is also way too big. Okay. Make sure everyone has leftovers. Like the Lana challenge, I went from getting one shot to one-shotting with Spark on my Pikachu, yeah. I think it's even funnier because I think the Araquanid has a berry that reduces the power of electric type moves too. So even with that one saving grace it's supposed to have, it still doesn't stop it. Yeah, he was level 22 and my Pikachu was level 35. Yeah, you were definitely ready for that. Skill issue. Oh my god. Don't hit him with a GG easy. That's horrible. Let's rare candy everybody up. Dragon Dance, perfect. We're gonna get rid of Ice Fang. Can you help me for my team just 1 second? Yeah, sure. Okay, translate the name first. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and use a Water Stone on Poliwhirl here. Just kidding, I don't have a Water Stone on me. I gotta go buy one. I think it's this one right? Yeah. This is where you buy Water Stones. Yep. Okay. And now, the overlay I have on the stream is correct. Because Poliwhirl is now Poliwrath. Cineroar, Gyarados, Raichu, Tyranitar, just a Larvitar right now. Gengar, Zoroark is my team. Is it good for doing the whole story? Okay, so you're at Ula Ula. For Totem, Togedemaru, I think you'd be fine. Incineroar should be able to handle Togedemaru pretty well. I think the summons, if it does live the first turn, I think it just summons Skarmory. I don't know if it has another one, so I think you're good for that one. Mimikyu. You have Gengar. Gengar's a pretty good one. Although you will have to break its disguise. Yeah, I think Mimikyu would be a little bit tough for your team. Because You know, it's super effective against Zoroark, Tyranitar, and Incineroar, and also Raichu if it's a Alolan Raichu. I'm assuming it is. Um, you really only have Gyarados and Gengar who can like offensively answer to it and still like, well, Gengar probably can't take a hit, but he can do a lot of damage at least. So you might want to plan for that. You want to plan for the Mimikyu fight. Um, Outside of that though, I think you probably have a good team for Kommo-o. I don't think really that's going to answer to most of the Pokemon you've got. Yeah, it's a Spectrum right now, not a Gengar. Okay, so it's a Haunter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would say if you're like really over leveled, you should be fine. But if you're trying to do it kind of more at the level, it's gonna be tough for you. With just with Mimikyu specifically. That's the big one that's gonna give you trouble, I think. I think all the other ones. What are you doing? You okay? I'll have six Rattata. There you go. There you go. Now you got the strategy. Yeah. Mimikyu is the only one that I think will give you any kind of trouble, just because, it has that ability that it can always take one hit. I'm gonna have to take care of my dog because my dog is starting to cry. Alright. So I will be back in just 1 minute. And then I'll fight these next couple of trainers and hopefully get to the totem here. Alright. Alright, so I am back. Okay. How you doing? Let's go ahead. You're thinking. Thinking about what? Make any changes to your team or about Mimikyu? Yep. Let's just wait for step 7. Signature move of Incineroar is Darkest Lariat, so I should kill Mimikyu quickly. My Zoroark is very fast and has Foul Play and Night. Oop. And Night Slash. Yes, very true. The only thing is, Mimikyu does have the ability Disguise, which means you can't kill it in one hit. So just remember that. And also Foul Play does use the target's attack stat, not your attack stat. So Night Slash is probably actually more powerful than Foul Play there. But I think you probably can kill it, hopefully. With the team you have, just know that if it does hit any of your Pokemon outside of Incineroar, it's probably just gonna one-shot them. Because the only Pokemon you have that is not weak to Ghost or Fairy is Incineroar. Cool, guys. I'm also gonna really quick check what hidden power type I have on all my Pokemon. Paniela Town. Just fly to Route 5. Okay. Oh, that's not Route 5, this is Paniela Ranch. Okay. Yeah, let me see what Arcanine and Cloyster have for hidden power. Rock. Okay, Arcanine is rock. Not Cloyster. Grass. Okay. What about Probopass too? Steel. Alright, well that's just not good. Already a Flash Cannon, which is way stronger. I think I might do hidden power on Cloyster here. I might do it on both of them. I think I'll get rid of Reversal. And then hidden power. I'm gonna level up my Larvitar first because level 22 and is useless right now, even if he has really good attack. Yeah. I mean, it's a fair point. Larvitar especially, like, It also sucks because he has the rock ground typing, which is just not, it's not a good typing. Like once you get to Tyranitar and you get rock dark, much better, much better. When I think about it, maybe Hidden Power is a little bit tough to fit on here. I have to get rid of Iron Defense or Rest. I guess I could get rid of Rest. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I need Rest right now. Or at least hopefully I don't. Yeah, TM, not CT, yeah. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Tyranitar's level 55. Yeah, yeah. That's the problem with some of the better Pokemon that you can get access to. They evolve very late. At least it's not Hydreigon. Hydreigon would be crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and fly back. Let's go ahead and put a Super Repel on. Isn't it Kommo-o the fake legendary of Gen 7? Like, it's hard to get and need to be high level. I mean, I guess? Yeah. Because I think its stats are high enough that you would consider it like on par with like a legendary. Yeah. I would say so. It's honestly not that great though. It's a cool typing though. Dragon Fighting is a pretty cool typing. But it's really not like that insane. In my opinion at least. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. What does this guy have again? I know he has a Lapras. What's his first Pokemon? Is it Graveler? Or Golem? Maybe Graveler. I don't think it, I think it's a Alolan Graveler, so it doesn't have any ground type moves, and even if it does, I have Sturdy. So I think we're fine. I think I'm in. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I thought about it for a second. I'm like, it could also have Magnet Pull, but pretty sure if it has Magnet Pull, I mean, it can't have Sturdy as well. So either it's one or the other. How many rare candies? I have it set so that I have like basically infinite beach points, so I can just buy rare candies whenever I want. The rare candies are I think 48 beach points. So I can just buy as many as I need. The reason I do that is just to save time, because I don't think anyone would want to see me just, you know, run around in the grass for a fair amount of hours and just, you know, level grind my Pokemon to the cap. So I just do that to save time. That's it. But I still play by the level cap. Okay, it does have Sturdy. Why 49? That's the level that Totem Kommo-o is going to be. It's the next boss Pokemon. So that's the level I'm using for the basis. And then once Kommo-o is done, then it will be raised to 55 because that's Totem Rabambi's level. Sorry. We'll go to Poliwrath here. And hopefully I don't get frozen if it decides to go for an Ice type move. I'm hoping it's nice and it just clicks Hydro Pump or Brine. I went for Safeguard. Oh, come on, really? It lives on 1 HP. I was half expecting to get frozen there. Alright, Lapras down. Head and heal. Okay. I think Probopass should stay in the lead. Yeah, I think we're gonna just run it with this. Actually, let me put. I don't think I ever used any of the vitamins on Poliwrath either. Just speed this along. And have Parvos and protein. Oops. Okay, there we go. I think I'm also gonna rare candy everybody up. Liquidation, that's huge. Get rid of Rock Tomb, I guess. Okay. If I have less Pokemon on my team, does the other Pokemon gain more experience from the multi? No, so if the Pokemon does not battle, it gets 50% of whatever the total XP that the Pokemon normally gives is. That's how much it will get. If it does participate in battle, even if it's like, you know, if you use like multiple Pokemon, any Pokemon that participates gets full experience. So if you fought something that gave like, say, 1,000, right? The Pokemon that participated in the battle would get 1,000 experience, and the Pokemon that got experience from the XP share would only get 500. Alright. Let's go for Power Gem here. Should be the end of Talonflame. Yeah, well, why sometimes my Haunter got like 150 and my Raichu 200? It's because Raichu deal more damage. The other thing to understand is it depends on the level of the Pokemon too. Lower level Pokemon will gain more XP to catch up, and higher level Pokemon get less. So if the Pokemon you're battling is, say, level 30, and well, that's broken, yeah. It's diminishing returns, so like the higher level your Pokemon is, if you're fighting low level stuff, you're gonna get less and less XP. Yeah. It's to encourage you to um play the game at the intended level, but yeah, it does make grinding pretty tough. You can thank Pokemon Black and White for that mechanic. That's the generation where they changed the XP system. So I should send my lower level Pokemon first and switch with my strongest. So your strongest Pokemon is still going to get the experience that they would have if they... So, okay. I don't think I'm explaining this well. Let's say that if you're equal level with the Pokemon you're fighting, it gives 1,000 experience. Okay? If you're battling the Pokemon with something that's 5 levels higher, now it's going to be more like 900. Right? That's how much you're getting. If you fight it with something that's lower level, then it's more like 1,100. Right? But whether the experience comes from participating in the battle or from the experience share, it's based off of the level of how much experience they're going to get. So whether you switch it in or you don't, it's still going to take either half of the experience it would have gotten or the full experience that it would have gotten. It's not going to be based off of a different Pokemon that you use during the battle. It's just based off of the one Pokemon. I know that's probably a horrible explanation, but I tried my best. Yeah, Black and White is what introduced that. I completely forgot I was using Bounce. I should have used Protect. My bad. Okay, so I just farm with the Pokemon that one shot, so I got a lot of XP quickly. Yeah, pretty much. That's the best way to do it, yeah. Like... Yeah, so... You know, back in Pokemon Black and White, there used to be Audino, right? To help out with experience grinding. And I guess that's kind of why they made the experience system the way they did. But now Audino doesn't exist anymore, you know, in like wild patches of grass like they did. So now the way to grind is to basically just find any decent Pokemon that gives solid experience and just, you know, take them out left and right. Losing 40 seconds for only 150 speed more is useless. Yeah. I know. They definitely made grinding harder in the later Pokemon games. I'm getting drilled by this Whale Lord. Because before there wasn't the level thing. Yeah, like prior to Gen 5, there wasn't like it didn't matter what level your Pokemon was. You just gained experience based off of what you fought. So if you fought something that was level 50, whether you were level 98 or you were level 2, you would get the same XP. Okay. And for this one, I think I'm just going to leave with Gyarados. Go ahead and heal up really quick. Okay. Do I have an Oranberry? I do. Perfect. Okay. Alright, if everything goes right, and by that I mean I don't get flinched or crit like crazy, I should just be able to sweep this guy. Alright. Because he leads with Noctowl. This thing I think only knows Air Slash for an attacking move. But obviously Air Slash has a 30% chance to flinch. And I think it is faster than me. Okay, Reflect, that's fine. Probably gonna use Tailwind now. Try to outspeed me. Yeah, it's Tailwind, okay. And then the question will be, does it go for Magikarp or does it just start attacking me? Magikarp, okay. So now it's gonna start attacking. Okay. It's still faster, unfortunately. Now I'm faster. I got a fly attack on my Incineroar. I'm assuming that's acrobatics, right? That's a great move, too. Okay, so use Tailwind, right? I need that to not be on the field. It's probably just going to go ahead and use Reflect now, but... Oh, it's Leech Life. Oh, okay, so a bug type. Leech Life is also a good move. Ever since they buffed it to have 80 base power instead of freaking 20. Yeah, it was a great move. Right, I just need to stall out this Reflect and Tailwind. I think he's gonna go Flygon next, right? I think so. I'm just gonna use D-Dance. I know it's not gonna do anything. Magic Coat, whatever. It's fine. Okay. So I think I'm gonna use Crunch here, or I guess Aqua Tail here, and I'll kill the Noctowl, and then I'll protect next turn to stall out the Reflect. I think that's the play. Because I don't know if Crunch would have killed with Reflect up. I think it might have, but alright, let's go ahead and use Protect. And that should be Reflect gone. Yep, and we can just use Crunch 3 more times and the fight is over. All right. And now it's just Totem Kommo-o. Sit through this cutscene. Lily's gonna heal me, but I'm gonna swap my team out because I don't want to go in with this team. Okay. So let's see. Let's go with I definitely need Arbok. Oops. Wherever Arbok is, there it is. Arcanine can stay. Probopass can stay. I need Magnezone. And then I guess Forge and Primarina as well. Yeah. Especially Leech Life on a rock when it is strong. Yep. It is definitely powerful. I think the Totem knows Leech Life, yeah, I'm pretty sure. What is that? Alternate Necrozma should have been the boss after the league. It would be something surprising. I mean, it's definitely the hardest fight in the game. I mean, compared to the champion, I mean, that's a joke of a fight compared to Ultra Necrozma. Level 60 and it's +1 in every stat. Phenomenal move coverage. I mean, unless you cheese the fight with like Rattata or Zoroark or whatever. Yeah, I think when I first played this game, I was just using a casual team. I think I lost to Necrozma. Because I don't like using items in battle, even if it's not Nuzlocke. Yeah, Zoroark you can cheese. If you disguise Zoroark as a Pokemon that's weak to Psychic, Ultra Necrozma will just spam Photon Geyser, which doesn't do anything to Zoroark because it's a Dark type. So you can literally just sit there and whittle it down with whatever move until it's dead. Alright. Absolutely, you could spam Foul Play. And that thing has a base 180 attack stat, so you would be doing a ton of damage to it. Oh god. Alright, so I need Foul Play is scaling with Ultra Necrozma stats, right? Yeah, it uses Ultra Necrozma's attack stat. Yeah. So it also uses the +1 attack that it has at the start of the fight too. Or the rare candies that there. That. Just using Mirror so you one-shot him with his attack. You also can do that. I mean, Corsola, ironically, is a really good choice because of that. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to cheese the fight for sure. Okay. Definitely need to teach Toxic. I'll get rid of Bulldoze here. I need Protect. On Arbok. Get rid of Glare here. Gorgeous. Put that up with Confide. It's fine now. Yeah, okay. So I think we got our team. And now what I gotta do is I gotta update the overlay here. Fairy attack on Kommo-o are doing 4x or X4 thing, yeah. It does have a berry that reduces the damage from fairy type moves, and we are not going to one-shot it with these guys. They have great special attack, but we're not going to one-shot it unless we crit, but you can't rely on that. We're not going to do it. So the plan I'm going to use instead is I have Arbok leading because it has Intimidate, so it can reduce Kommo-o's attack. And then I'm going to use Toxic, which always hits if it's used by a poison type. And we're going to just use Protect, swap, use Protect, swap, use Protect until it dies to the poison. It's a little bit lame, but the fact that these totems can, you know, summon Pokemon and start the fight with +1s in every stat, I feel no shame. Yeah, let me just double check something real quick. Playing Pokemon without Pokemon is true. Listen, I have to pretend like every single one of these Pokemon is my child. I cannot let any harm come to them. Or else I'm going all the way back to the beginning. We're gonna have Florges lead for now. Alright, let me update this, so... Let's put Florges here. Where is it? There it is. Why is it so small? What happened? Okay. I'll have Gyarados. Do a Primarina though. Size it. Using Golisopod, using Magnezone, and we're not using Poliwrath. We're using Arbok. Come on. There we go. Alright. I never understood why it's Pokedex and not Poke-E-Dex. I don't know. I mean, that accent over the E. I'm not sure. I'm not Game Freak. I don't know why they did it. It's French, really? Oh shoot. Mainly French. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. I mean, I always just say Pokemon, you know, whenever I'm talking about it. I don't really say Pokemon, you know, or Poke. However, I don't know how it's even supposed to be pronounced. I've heard all sorts of different variations. Oh, we still have a repel. I didn't even know. Okay. In French, we say Pokemon. Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, that's close. That's close to how I say it. I say ah, so it's like Pokemon. Pokemon. All right. So Florges is just gonna one-shot these two little dragons, and then we'll swap to Arbok for the actual plan. Right, play Jangmo. Oh, Dragon Claw. Yeah, it's only fitting that they give you Dragon Claw when you're fighting 3 of these different variations of dragons. Dragon used to be such a great, like, offensive typing, but once Fairy came along, now it's like you can't just spam Outrage the whole time. Look it up. Oh, Heart Scale. I didn't even know those could drop Heart Scale. That's pretty cool. Learn something new. Okay. So now everybody is level 49. Just double checking one more time. Arbok, my man, or my woman, because it's a female, knows Toxic and Protect. Alright. And Kommo-o can, I think it has like a 50-50 chance whether it summons Caesar or it summons Noivern. So we're gonna go ahead and use Toxic. Noivern is annoying, to be honest. Yeah, it is. But don't worry, I got a perfect plan. So first, just Protect, and they're both gonna use whatever move, doesn't matter. Okay. And since it's gonna go for a dragon move, we're just gonna swap to a fairy type. Boom Burst will do decent damage, but I think we'll take it pretty well. Yep. Just 29 damage. Not bad. We just gotta use Protect. And so now it's going for Poison Jab. So, if it's gonna use a Poison type move, can you guess what we're gonna swap to? Oh no, what are you doing? Can you wait? Yeah. I know, just wait. Just wait. Go lay down. Stop. Alright. Now we just have to Protect and Kommo-o's down. You gotta wait. Go lay down. Okay. And so now it's just a 1v1 with Noivern. Oh, and the poison is more effective by the round fat. Yep. That's why I specifically went with Toxic for it. Because if he just did regular poison, it would take 8 or 9 turns, depending on how much HP it has. But Toxic, it only takes 6 turns to kill. And so now, it's just Noivern. So we're just going to go to Probopass, and this is going to be the easiest one of our life. Because Boom Burst, how much is this going to do? 10. You can do that for Necrozma in every single fight. You can do it for every single fight, but it's probably not the best strategy to do for most of the fights. The problem with Necrozma, so Toxic is 90% accurate, unless it's used by a poison type Pokemon. Then it's guaranteed to hit. So with Necrozma, the only way you could guarantee it is if you had a poison type that had a focus sash on, and if you're gonna just do that route, you might as well just do Rattata with Endeavor, right? Because any other poison type's just gonna die to Photon Geyser, unless you have. I guess you could use like Grimer and Muck, Poison Dark. That would be immune to Psychic. But yeah, you can do that with pretty much any fight in the game, as long as it's not a Steel type Pokemon. Or Poison type, for that matter. Unless you use Salazzle. If you use Salazzle, you'd have Corrosion. And you could bypass the Poison or Steel typings. Alright. Dragon Pulse is not going to do that much. 18 damage. And that's it. My dog is trying to do everything she can to get her to get my attention right now. All right. So Totem Kommo officially done. And now it's on to Ultra Necrozma. Well, first, before I do Ultra Necrozma, I have to fight Dawn Wings Necrozma first. Let's skip through this. Alright, before we do anything, fly back here. And I'm going to grab Crocodile really quick. Where are you, buddy? There you are. I'll have Umbreon in the back too, just in case something goes wrong. Nothing should go wrong, but just in case. Oh yeah, I need to get leftovers on him too. What is Rattata holding? A berry. Just put that away. Alright. Okay. Just gotta update my team and then we can go fight the Dawn Wings Necrozma. So I benched Magnezone, Crocodile. Second. Resize it slightly off. Okay. And who else did I got rid of Arbok? Umbreon. Alright, now let's go ahead and let's fly over there. I wish I could just fly straight to the altar, but And we gotta level up everybody. Oh, I need to update the level cap too. Now that I fought Totem Kommo-o. Give me 1 second, let me do that. Level cap now is 55, because that is the level that Totem or Bomb is. Thrash is like your Pokemon doing the same attack for 2 and 3 turns with being confused. Yeah, pretty much. If you have, like, Lilligant, for example, can learn, like, Petal Dance, which is the grass-type version of that. If you have, like, Own Tempo, you actually don't get confused, which is really good. Alright, so I'm gonna Rare Candy. You can also just use, like, a Persian Berry as well to cure your confusion, too. I'm gonna level up everybody here to 50. Because that is the level that, I don't even know. That's the level that, Dawnwing's Necrozma is gonna be, yeah. Forgot for a second if I was playing Ultra Sun or Moon. Okay. And let me just double check one thing. I guess 2 things. Crocodile has protein. And it knows crunch. It should be able to just straight up one-shot Dawnwing's Necrozma here. Which is hilarious. But the same is not going to be true for Ultra Necrozma. Alright, let's skip this. This is a lot of cutscene. Alright. It's Lunala! And it's Necrozma. It's such a cool looking Pokemon though. I love how they have to update me on everything that's happening around the Alola region. Alright, let's put it back in normal speed, because we're about to fight Ultra Necrozma. Not Ultra Necrozma, Dawnwing's Necrozma, my bad. Getting ahead of myself. Alright. Crocodile, take it away. I guarantee you that crit did not matter. Imagine if that was the whole thing. if there wasn't an Ultra Necrozma fight right afterwards. If that was just it. And speed up mode again, they're still yapping. Okay. So before we do all this, there's one thing we need to do, and that's get a focus sash. And the only focus sash that you can get is from beating every trainer in Pony Wilds, so. I like how everything is also really dark if you ever, if you don't just immediately deal with Ultra Necrozma. Kind of cool. Alright, so let me think about what team I want to bring. I definitely want to bring Probopass. It is a move that I need to see if I have or not. I think I do. 5 Stealth Rock? Maybe I don't have Stealth Rock. Where do you get Stealth Rock from? Oh, it's a... Is it move tutor? Which move tutor is it? I think it's he, okay. Alright. Okay. I would... Hold on. I'm thinking about something. If you go to Melee, can you see Hao and his grandpa fighting the Pokemon? I actually don't know. That would be interesting. Could check that out really quick. So I'm definitely bringing Probopass. I need Crobat on as well. Florges. I'll bring Magnezone. Cinder, just calm down. It's okay. You just gotta wait a little bit, okay? Yeah, I might have to save all this for next time because my dog is being very needy right now. So let me check that really quick. Let's see if you can actually see the fight happening. I would assume it's in Iki Town. Oh, come on. I stepped through 3 patches of grass and get an encounter. Unreal stuff here. I don't think you can, because I think it's Iki Town that it shows. And honestly, there's light here, so I guess they didn't expect you to fly back here. Yeah, I guess not. I guess you can't see it. Well, I gave him props for at least showing something, but yeah. Yeah, it seems like they only have the darkness thing for maybe Pony Island or maybe some other parts, but yeah, it's weird. All right. Well, I do want to keep playing, but I also have to take care of my dog who is just going crazy for some reason, so it's a good place to stop anyway, you know. We'll do Ultra Necrozma next time. And then I don't know if we'll get to the last totem as well. Maybe. Um, but at least we'll start the trial for it, sure. So, thank you so much, Ungla, and any other person who is watching either the VOD or watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.